South Africa has a multi-billion euro gambling problem.
You know that it's a far-fetched dream, but yet you believe it.
Everywhere you go, gambling advertisements adorn buildings and billboards. They promise to make big dreams come true with big wins.
Honestly speaking, I don't think I ever won. It was all loose.
Behind the flashy marketing lies a disturbing trend. Nearly a third of gamblers have become addicted. The government has proposed a tax on online betting platforms in response to the rapid growth of the industry. But can a tax solve this growing crisis? What is pushing South Africans to bet away their livelihoods? Sisanda Lwana is a community healthcare worker based in Johannesburg. She is also a recovering online gambling addict who spent 2 years trying to win big but lost herself in the process. She bet on fixed odds games ranging from sporting events to online casinos. In the end, she could barely recognize herself.
It killed me every day because you believe the lies that you tell people. And then when you're sitting down alone and you have to now relive your day, you know, almost there's a moment where now you sit down, you self-introspect. Then I was like, this is not me.
At home, her children had no idea how bad things had gotten. She admits that she used to lie to friends and family all while looking for her next big win. It was on this hill that she would consider how to recover her growing debts. She lost the equivalent of more than 7,000 euros, an amount that could have covered her bills for 10 months. Completely desperate, she tried to figure out which friends and acquaintances she could still ask for money.
The hill, I call it the hill of lies. I'm standing there and I'm thinking, okay, ngile kumalerato, ngile kulo Sara, ngile. Hayi, ithi ngeke uNonhlanhla and ngiyezwa abantu uNonhlanhla uphana ngemali eningi. Mama ngiwina. Like you talk alone, the way I'm showing you.
Sisanda says she always had a strong sense of community. She attends the Pentecostal Bible Church each Sunday and used to be part of a local money-saving scheme called a stokvel. She was made treasurer and her ex-partner borrowed 20,000 rand from her, more than 1,000 euros. At the time, she was pregnant and the man became abusive. When she realized he wouldn't return the funds, she tried to find a quick way to replace it through online gambling.
I'm thinking, if I can just gamble, if I can just get online, maybe I can win this money back. And my first bet, I won. The whole week I was winning. So when I get paid, the first thing I do is gamble so that I can replace imali yabantu. Yes, stokvel. But now things didn't go the way I planned.
After 2 years of hiding her secret addiction, she finally spoke to her pastor, Natasha Singh. Even after those confessions, she relapsed, racking up more debt. She was confronted by a colleague she owed money to and broke down emotionally.
The tears were just rolling out. I couldn't speak. I went mute. When I arrived here, I went to my bedroom. I took the pills, I put them there. I took water and I said, Father, today I'm ending it all. I felt so embarrassed.
After sharing her story on Facebook, she started to speak honestly about her experience in a support group. It took another 10 months for her to recover financially.
I healed them, they healed me back. and we supported each other until up to date. Most of them that I've started with, they are still there.
Like Sisanda, millions of South Africans are living with gambling addiction. Despite the country's high poverty and unemployment levels, people are spending billions of euros on gambling. Lungile Dukwana is the acting CEO of the National Gambling Board and keeps a close eye on gambling trends. The board's figures show that 31% of gamblers are considered problem gamblers or addicts.
In essence, technology has pushed up problem gambling because you can, as I was saying, you can gamble from anywhere. You can download from wherever you are and get the kind of the app that you actually want to play with. It's a big problem in terms of the smart technology.
Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the interest in online gambling has skyrocketed. In the 2018-2019 financial year, online betting represented 15% of the gambling market. By 2025, that figure was 75%. There's also been a major increase in how much people are spending on casinos, slot machines, online betting, and bingo. From 23 billion euros in the 2018-2019 financial year, the overall industry turnover has more than tripled, reaching 80 billion euros in 2024-2025. To put that figure into perspective, the amount South Africans spent on gambling would cover half the country's national budget. South Africa's government says it recognizes there's a problem with gambling addiction. The solution it's proposing is primarily financial. It wants to put a 20% tax on all online betting platforms operating in South Africa. If the proposal becomes law, the government stands to gain significant tax revenue.
My name is Rikhotso. I'm the director for VAT, excise and subnational taxes.
Rikhotso works for the National Treasury, the government department responsible for the tax proposal. He says it needs to be supported by other measures to work.
The proposal around the tax, I mean, we are not under any illusion that this is a silver bullet that is going to solve all the problems. But what we recognize is that this is just one instrument in a package of measures that are required to be able to deal with all of these issues.
Gift Rikhotso doubts that taxes are the solution.
Well, the question that I can ask would be, if government taxes those people, how is it going to help me?
Gift lives in Atteridgeville, Pretoria, an area where an illegal gambling game is played on the streets. Players place quick bets and roll the dice, hoping for the winning numbers. This was Gift's entry point to gambling in high school. From there, he tried casinos and online gambling. Then his relatives started to ask questions.
Every month, I ask for money from my family. Because now they were questioning, why is it that you are working, but you are always asking for something? Wow, what is happening with you? And then I kept, you know those excuses. There is one thing that I'm going to tell you. A gambler has got nice stories to tell. Yeah. So I was giving them these nice stories all along, to a point where I think they called me to say, what's happening with you?
Gift is worried the government's proposal doesn't deal with the psychological aspect of gambling, the urge to return to the table repeatedly.
We are in a very, very, very deep problem that we don't know how we're going to fix by ourselves. I don't know who's going to come and rescue us. It's a mental illness, if I have to put it like that. Yeah, you're not okay. So whoever wants to take this path of gambling, don't. It's not a life. Because there is one thing, they keep on saying winners know when to stop. That thing, it does not exist, that thing. You won't stop. Because once you win, you'll want to go back every time.
After losing thousands of rand, Gift says he's trying to turn his life around. He has registered for an engineering course and has chosen to invest in his future instead. But he's worried that temptations are all around, especially gambling advertisements, which are visible everywhere you go.
Those adverts, they are very effective. Yeah. To some of us, maybe I don't know, to other people. But in a way, it will get to you. Yeah, that's one thing that I know.
The National Gambling Board admits betting advertising has gotten out of hand. It says many of the games on offer, like online casinos, are not legally allowed. For gamblers like Sisanda and Gift, this is where the government should start, by tightening laws.
I think the real solution is for them to regulate online gambling. That's the only way. To regulate and to make sure that the policy that will be put into place protects the community.
Back at her church, Sisanda isn't simply waiting for the government to act. She started a virtual support group for other gamblers. In these meetings, Sisanda advises them on how to restart their lives, as she did. She says speaking out about her addiction is the best way to warn others.
That's my dream, that one day we will have a rehabilitation center for people who are of the same gambling addiction. Because there is power in people who are speaking the same language as you.
The language that Sisanda wants people to speak is one that leads gamblers away from slot machines and betting apps and into happier lives.